and welcome back to my channel. I've been wanting to do this video for a really long time because I felt a lot of moms really needed to hear this. You know, you prepare for a baby before birth, you know, diapers, clothes, how many newborn outfits does my baby need, how many outfits for 0 to 3 months, how many outfits for 3 to 6 months. But nobody actually tells you after birth like what a mom's gonna be feeling. You know, you never think about after. You know, you're always thinking about before. What should I get? What does the baby need? But nobody tells you exactly what you go through as a mom. You know, a new first time mom, especially a first time mom. So that's why I wanted to do this video for you guys. You know, to understand and what to expect. You know, what to expect after giving birth. And I'm telling you, it's the most beautiful thing. But also it can be super hard for you. I mean, it was really hard for me as well because I'll give you a full detail on everything. So for any first time mom, I just want to say so I was a C-section mom. So before I went in, because I already had planned my date on when I was giving birth to Seth, and what I did was, before that, like a week before, I went and did my hair, I got my nails done, I did my waxing, I did everything, because I knew after I gave birth I'm not going to be able to do a lot of those things because I'm not going to have time, of course. So if you know your due date, or you plan your date for if you're going to have a C-section, just a week before, just pamper yourself. Go for a massage, get a manicure, pedicure, do your hair, because I think that's what you really need as a first time mom, or any mom, not a first time mom, but any mom, before giving birth. So after you give birth, I want to say, take, especially for a first time mom, use your time in the hospital to ask questions. I stayed there for 3 days and I was so happy that I did, because they teach you how to bathe your baby, they teach you how to burp your baby, and like Shan and I had no idea any of this. Shan didn't even know that you had to burp a baby, so which is crazy. I mean, I didn't know to the extent that how important it was to burp your baby, so we didn't even know that. So the thing is, use your time in the hospital to learn, and let the nurses help you. The 3 days or 2 days, just let them help you, because when you go home you'll be doing it all by yourself. And use this time in the hospital to really learn everything that you need to know. Like, ask questions before going to hospital. Just write a list of questions just in case you forget, so that you can ask your doctor or you can ask your nurses. Because honestly, don't be afraid to ask, because nurses are so helpful, especially because I was at 9 Wells and they were really helpful, because I used to ask the most silliest, stupidest questions, and they were so sweet, and they always used to just answer me and explain this is how it's done. So always use your time in the hospital to learn things, so that you are comfortable when you get home. I remember as soon as we left hospital, we went to church, of course, and we thanked God for this amazing miracle that He gave us. And then we went home, and that was, of course, a little surprise for my friends. Welcome home, baby boy, which was absolutely adorable, and that's meant so much to me. Because during this time as a mom, when you give birth, you really need that support from your family and friends. You want that support of not feeling like you are alone. You're alone, because even your husband, he needs to be your support as well. Life after birth is setting your baby into a routine, which is the most important thing, especially for mom and dad. Mentally, it really helps you. Time for you and your husband, time for yourself. So it's always important to put your baby in a routine. And I just want to recommend this book called Gina Ford, Contented Little Baby. I started reading the book just 6 months before Seth was born, and I read it thoroughly, and I got Shan to read it as well. And honestly, it changed my life. As soon as Seth came came back home, when he turned 2 weeks, I started the routine. I mean, it wasn't perfect. The first 3 months, there was so much trial and error, and it wasn't perfect. But within 3 months, he knew exactly, automatically his little body just knew, when it was milk time, when it was time to sleep. And he slept through the night. In 3 months, he was sleeping through the night, which was crazy. And I remember when he did it the first night, when he slept through the night the first time, I kept looking, like I kept getting up at like 2, 3 in the morning because I was just like, oh my god, why isn't he waking up? Is he breathing? Oh my god, is he okay? Has he pooed? Has he peed? I'm just like, I was so like nervous. But then after like the second night when he slept again through the night, I was like, wow, this is how it feels like to sleep through the night, you know. Because Shehan actually was so sweet, you know. Through postpartum, he kept waking up with me the first 2 months, like, you know, to burp, because after C-section, I know it's really difficult, you know, especially at 3 o'clock in the morning. Like, you know, you feed the baby, you take the baby and you put the baby and you feed him, and then you have to get up and burp him, which is really difficult for me. And like at that time, Shehan like really helped me. He kept getting up every time I got up in the night. He gets up and then he burps Seth, and trust me, Seth is a very, very difficult baby to burp. Oh my gosh, I remember I started feeding Seth at 11 p.m. He didn't go to sleep till 3 a.m.
Yeah, we know. You kept us up yesterday, no? We know. Yes, you little rascal. You do everything, no?
Because he hadn't burped for like 4 or 5 hours. Like Shehan kept burping him, we kept doing different things. Trust me, go on YouTube and check on how to burp a baby. Like there are different techniques. It will really help you before you have your baby. And yeah, like, and one of the scariest thing for me was like Seth, every time he burped, he used to spit up, which was really scary. But when I asked the doctor and when I spoke to any mom, they were like, it's completely normal. So I want to tell you guys, if your baby spits up after burp, it's completely normal. Don't worry about it, it's completely normal. I remember being so scared, like suddenly I'm feeding him, burping, he vomits, and I'm just like, oh my god, is something okay? Is it like, what have I eaten? Is something wrong? Like, am I doing something wrong? Like, but trust me guys, it's completely normal. So there are 2 apps that I want to tell you guys about that I got after Seth was born. One app was the Glow app. The Glow app really helped me with breastfeeding and plus pumping as well, because it helped me, you know, if you're feeding from your left side or your right side, I always remembered, and I always remember the time because I could log it in to the app. And then another really awesome app that I got was Wonder Weeks. Oh my god, like it's amazing. Like it tells you exactly what is happening with your baby. Like it tells you the different leaps that your baby takes, and it tells you what changes, what they see, what they can hear. Like it's amazing. Like I remember just every other week I'm just looking, okay, so what is Seth going through right now? What are the changes he's going through? Which is so useful for you, like as a mom or dad, you know what changes your baby is going through and what they can see. Okay, now they can see shapes, now they can see colors, which was awesome. Like you kind of get addicted to that app. But yeah, it was really cool and it was really useful and helpful. So you know when Seth, because normally when a baby is going through a leap, they get super cranky and super needy, and they go through cluster feeding. But if you go through that app, you will know when those times are going to happen, and it helps you to prepare as well. So another thing I did not know about, which was about breast engorgement. I had no idea that this would happen. I remember feeding Seth in the night, and then suddenly waking up with one boob really hard and heavy, and one was bigger than the other, and I got so scared. I remember like messaging my doctor and be like, oh my god, is this normal? Like what is happening? Like why is this happening? And then he said it's completely normal. It's just that, you know, the milk starts filling up, so that's why you have to let the milk out. So what I used to do was I tried not to miss a feed with Seth. If I did miss a feed with Seth, I would pump. So what I mean is, when I miss a feed with Seth, was I used to pump sometimes and give it from the bottle, and then that's why I would miss a feed. So I tried not to do that. I would, if that ever happened to me, I used to take a warm cloth and, you know, ferment one side, and while doing that I would pump. I remember being so scared, but guys, it's completely normal. Don't worry. Just, you know, just ferment your breast, or while doing it, while fermenting, you can feed your baby or you can pump. every time I would pump, I would store it in the fridge because breast milk can last in the freezer for 6 months, and in the fridge it can last to 2 to 3 days. So I used to do that because it was really easy. If I had to go out or something, Shayan or my mom or my nanny could feed Seth so that he didn't miss a feed. So every time I actually used to breastfeed Seth, as soon as I finish that, I pump so that I can keep storing the milk. So yeah, that's how I did it. So remember, breast engorgement is completely normal. All you have to do is just ferment and feed or pump. So moms, I want to tell you something. There are going to be days where you're going to want to scream. You're going to want to yell at your husband for absolutely no reason. You're just going to be super angry sometimes, super frustrated, which is completely normal. It's totally normal because your hormones are changing, everything is changing, your body is going back to normal. It's completely normal, and I want to say, don't worry. I remember being so upset for absolutely no reason. Sometimes I was talking to Shayan, and then I would start crying, and I don't even know why I was crying, but I was just it was because my emotions were just everywhere at that time. That first month was beautiful, but it was upsetting as well. But I just want to tell you that only lasts for a month. That entire feeling of feeling down, feeling happy, all those emotions just going everywhere, that just lasts for a month. And I want to tell you, if you ever feel alone or scared or anything, always message one of your family members, or even message someone that who you can relate to, like another mom or something like that. Always know that you can talk to anyone. You can talk to someone can explain to you, someone can help you, because any mom knows what you're going through. So don't ever be afraid to message and be like, I'm going through this, I don't know what to do. Message me, just message me on Instagram, or just email me. I will try my best to reply you, but just always remember that you can talk to someone. Don't ever bottle things up. Always remember that whatever you're going through is completely normal, and in a month you'll be completely fine. Some of the tips I would like to give you, during that month is, if you want, ask for help. Even if you get depressed, always speak to someone. Don't feel like you can't speak to anyone. You always have someone, your mom, your dad, your husband, especially your husband, or even another mom who knows what you're going through. Because every mom knows this feeling, of feeling a little lonely, feeling like just overwhelmed sometimes, but don't think that you're alone. Always know that there's someone there to help you. Number 2 is shower and get ready for the day. Do not be in your pajamas. I remember like the first 2 weeks I was like in my pajamas the whole day and just feeling super lethargic, and like I remember just thinking, okay, no, I need to, as soon as I feed him, put him for his first nap, I'm gonna go in, shower and get ready for the day, because that really helped, because that made me feel fresh. And tip number 3 I want to give you is, leave the house, even if it's with your baby, for 1 hour, so that you can just get out of that whole bubble, just being at home all the time. Just go for a walk, go to a restaurant and have a coffee or something with your baby, or even keep your baby with your mom or dad or your husband, just so that you can have maybe just 1 hour to yourself to maybe go do your nails, maybe do your hair, or just have a coffee or something, or just take a walk. Don't feel guilty, because a happy mom equals a happy baby. So always remember that. Tip number 4 is, find your mom tribe. I was so glad that I had some friends who had babies and who were moms and knew things, and it was easy to talk to them because they had already gone through everything, and I used to just message them and ask them sometimes such stupid questions but what they said was completely normal because they used to do the same thing. So always try to find a mom tribe, like someone you can talk to, because they know exactly what you're going through and what your baby is going through, and it's easy to ask for advice, or ask for help or something like that. So always try to find your mom tribe. If people come and ask you, if your family comes and asks you, do you want help, say yes. Don't feel bad about it. Just say yes. Yes, I would love to have some help. And it would be nice to have some company as well during your postpartum, because sometimes during postpartum you don't want to feel alone, you don't want to be alone. So it's nice to have your family and friends there to help you. And also sometimes you might want to be alone, that's totally up to you. But for me, I really liked having my family with me all the time and my friends coming over and seeing baby, because I think my hormones were in check, because they were around and they kept making me laugh, and I didn't have to think too much or worry too much. So that really helped me that first month of postpartum. Stop worrying about anything. If your baby's not even in a routine, that's okay. Eventually they will be, because babies understand and babies learn. So don't worry about anything. Things will be completely okay for you, and don't be afraid to ask for advice. Always ask for help, and just always know that you're not alone. Always know that there is someone out there who will always willingly want to help you with anything. Just ask if you want. Ask your mom, ask a friend, ask a person who is a mom, just anything that you want, just ask. Because honestly, that's what I had, and I'm so grateful to the friends that I had who helped me so much through being a first time mom. Like, there are so many different things that I didn't know, and they honestly helped me. And it's nice to have something like that. So always stop worrying, just ask for advice, and don't worry if your baby's not in a routine, because eventually they will be in the routine. They always will be. Just keep at it, and yeah.
It's a small recording, buddy.
So I wanted to bring Shahnaz in here to talk about how he helped me through the first month of postpartum. So why didn't you?
Yeah. So obviously they go through a lot, especially after giving birth, and even 9 months of pregnancy is obviously not easy. So it's important to be there for your wife and help her through all these little things, emotional changes, and you can make things easier for her by helping out. I used to wake up every night when Baba wakes up.
Like I said before, he used to do that all the time. Like when I used to breastfeed, because after C-section it's really tough. The cut and all, it hurts. So yeah, but
and for me, it was all a mindset that instead of thinking about it as having to help her, I thought this is something that I should be doing as well. So that way
it was a partnership.
Yeah, we both have to give it our all. Actually, it's not even a 50-50. We have to both give 100% all the time. So,
and guys, I just want to say, enjoy and be careful, please. Be careful with that. Sorry guys, but I just want to say, enjoy every moment.
Yeah, that's really important, because it all goes by so fast.
Now he's saying mama, dada, it's so.
But when he said his first words, it was amazing.
His first steps, and also
when he smiled for the first time, laughed for the first time.
For the first time, yeah.
It was also so amazing. And now he's over here carrying water jugs around.
Oh my gosh, yeah. It stresses me out half the time. But enjoy it, and also always remember. Yeah, baby, come here. No. Don't touch the darling. Always remember. Sorry, guys. Remember to take pictures. Remember to cherish.
Immortalize every moment.
Because they grow up so fast, and you're just gonna sadly be like, oh my gosh, where's the time gone? But always remember to cherish every moment. Be careful, baby, please. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it was helpful for you. If you did, please do give me a thumbs up and drop a comment below. And Baba said subscribe to our channel, please. Yay! Bye guys, thanks so much for watching. Bye. Bye.